take a nap later.
He's like, oh no. Guess I gotta cuddle with somebody.
Not a nap.
Make it. Zip up, just fucking walking out to the chicken food instead of getting warm.
I gotta unplug that heat mat outside too, so I'm ready to thaw out and see what's going on. Yeah. Hey, where is
Hey, Burr Bear. You know what? You need your fat boy coat. Little burr. Gotta keep them buns warm. Stop.
Hey, leave your brother alone. Nosy. He's a thickin'.
He is a thickin'. Thick and little.
Need a spare set of hands?
There we go. Got it just dirty.
Like a sausage shirt.
I know. My little being a sausage.
He definitely is not little.
He's the king size version. We're doing a hike today, guys. Finally got out of the negative temps, so we get to go for a walk. The boys are excited. They haven't been in several weeks, just because like between the cold temps and then Chris and I being sick, I think we only took like 1 or 2 walks in the past like 3 or 4 weeks. It's been rough. So, all right, guys. I haven't set a goal yet for super chats, but you can support this live by getting a membership, sending super chats that'll highlight your comment, and then also the gift button right there by the comment box that does the animated gifts. Morning, Shelby. But yeah, let's get going. The Berlin Wall is in full effect, so.
If you go over it, you gotta get yourself out.
Oh God. You know we'll crawl over to get him out. He tried to go over it yesterday. He was thinking about it, and he's definitely. Thank you, Julie. Thank you so much for that little flower.
Freedom! All the way out! All the way out!
Come on, everybody.
Tank! All the way out!
I'm blind. Hang on. I can't see anything in the chat. My eyes need to adjust. All right. Berlin Wall. Freedom. He's definitely going to try going over the wall. Hey, Gail. Hey, Barb. Find a potty spot. Tanker. Little leg lift. The athleticism. Morning, Grace. He's a free man. He's definitely going to try going over the wall, and he's going to regret that. He is going to regret it. But he's going to try it, and he'll probably try it a second time, because he doesn't learn any lessons. None.
He's looking.
He is looking. He's like, are you watching? You better watch. Burr?
Get by the chickens.
Good luck. Hey, Scotty. Hey, Brenda. Good morning. He's like, I'm going to find some tree wells. Wish me luck. Yes, Shelby. She said, are we ready for the walk to take twice as long? Yes and no. Yeah, the driveway got pretty skinny. Hey, Lily. Oh, Samantha says they need an egg review.
Oh, it was really good. Don't you want to tell the story what I was telling you this morning?
Yeah, go ahead.
So the eggs themselves were phenomenal. However, psychologically, I had a hard time as I was cooking them because at first I had to start off washing all the blood off them. So
There wasn't that much.
all that's going through my mind is I'm cleaning off all this schmegma.
It's not schmegma. Burr, don't do it.
Come on,
He's like, I'm thinking about it.
this way. That's the only one that's...
Oh, the blood. Like literally, it's just little bits here there.
Just
Thank you,
psychological.
Deborah. Thank you for that super chat.
I'm thinking of it. Sucking down menstrual stuff.
I mean, the whole egg is a period. It's
Okay,
like
like
you
I
are
said.
literally taking my diva cup and
tonguing
shooting
it.
it. Yeah. That's what an egg
I'm
is.
French kissing your diva cup.
Yes, that is every egg that you ever eat.
I think I'm gonna vomit now. You sure it's got to poop on the driveway?
He's like, I sure do. Thanks, Bowie. He's like, you can clean that up later.
Don't even.
He's thinking about it. He's like, this is where I got stuck last time. He's like, he is scouting out the snowbanks. Yep.
Get down here.
That's where you went. That's where it happened. This stretch right here is where it happened. Yeah, Chris said that he thinks the eggs are better.
Oh, they taste awesome.
Yeah.
Once I get over the psychological trauma.
He's a squirrel.
The thing that sucks, the snowbank is packed. So even if he climbs over it,
He'll get a few feet, but then
he'll
he'll
be in trouble
sink.
as soon as he gets over the top.
Yeah. Everybody's eating the fresh snow. A new shirt design. I survived the 2025 fresh egg eating contest. Yeah, you can wander. There's a little gift button, like for animated gifts. So, woohoo! Thank you, Wander. Yeah, they just implemented that like a week ago, so that's new. Which, good. I feel like TikTok is slowly dying. So, they added animated gifs, and they seem to be adding more. So that's looking up. Oh no, little tanker. He's got an ice ball in his paw. Help him, Dad. Scotty, I have to Ray Charles it when I'm eating them.
Love his run. He doesn't even run straight.
No, zigzags.
He's got too big of a cookie pocket.
He's like, fuck you. No!
Hey, get down here.
That's really deep right
I
there.
am not fucking going over to dig you out. Hey,
He's like, I can't even get over this thing.
hey.
There. He's like, hang on, I need this branch. Branch manager. And that's why I put the coat on him, because it's just easier to grab him. He's like, hang on, I'm getting my stick. Fought hard for this. It's a weapon now. Get her, hurry. He's like, hang on, gotta tear this apart. Yeah, tear it apart. Violence, unquenchable thirst for blood, and branches. Get out the winch. Thank you, Jody. Thanks for the super chat. Oh yeah, there's a few feet here. There's a couple feet. Finish him. Burr is happy to run on the driveway. Yeah, Take a Bullet didn't even bother with that stick. They're like, nah. They're more about the girth. Ladies, you know what I'm talking about. Morning, Funny Farm. Speed! Oh, he's so happy. I'm so happy because he can't get over that fucking wall now. Thank you, Wander. That looks like there's Band-Aids all over that hand. I feel that. Oh, I have to check. If we get enough members, I can add more emotes. I think we got to get to 50 members. So if you get a membership on YouTube, I can add more emotes. I think we're at like 30. Marshmallow spirit fingers. That's very interesting. Oh, you know what? It's almost peep season, and they did like their peeps.
Hey.
He's not going far. Nope. He's like, this is hard.
Come on.
He's like, there's a bunny over there. I know it. In pieces, but I found it last year. I'm sure it's still there. Look at that speed. He's got speed! Speed! Thank you, Anna. Thank you, Pat. Thanks for the flower. Anna with the super chat. Viper Pit. Hey, Judy. Thank you, Wanderer. Schlappy hands. He is checking out every bit of this snow wall. He's like, I'm going to get through this. I'm going to find a weak spot that's full send. Nobody puts Burr in the corner. And nobody holds me back. It's chaos. That GG on those hands. Gang, gang, good girl. Go, Burr, go. Inspector Burr. You did? Oh, God. More violence.
Let's go.
He's thinking.
Come on.
Oh, that Burr. He needed this. He hasn't had a good walk in a few weeks.
Hey.
Burr! Get down.
Hey.
Burr, that's a tree well.
Hey.
Bear, bear.
Turn around. Let's go.
Come on. The struggle to get around.
As soon as he hits the soft snow, it's like, okay.
He's like, whoa, okay, wait a second. This is cardio. He's like, you know what? I'll beat the crap out of my brother instead. The chaos. I love that the big boys are gentle with him when they play with him, because they could destroy him if they wanted to, but they don't.
Sometimes I wish they'd put him in his place.
Yeah. It's our fridge bulldozer. He's like, rude. He's like, you want to go toe to toe? Bear.
He thinks he's like, oh, I can get up to here.
Even Bullet's like, nah.
Come on.
Bullet was willing to entertain it for a moment. Bear.
8 times he tried, no success. But let's keep trying.
But he knows you'll pull him out. That's why. He's like, psh. He's that shit talker at the bar.
Yeah.
He's like, well, I got 8 friends with me, so I'll start a fight because I know that they're going to finish it for me. Jesus. Bear.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Look.
deep. Help me.
Turn
Help
around.
me. No. Get him, Bullet. Get him out of
See you
there.
later.
Bye, Bear. Don't eat pine needles. You will throw up. Give me that little fanny. Come on.
Let's go. Come on, Bear. This tastes fine.
Bear? Bear. He's like, hang on, I'm still chewing on this so I can throw it up later.
Let me finish chewing this so then I can throw it up.
Yeah. Come on. Do you want everybody to see you run?
Oh, boy.
All right, bye, Bear. Bye. He's gonna have some super speed.
Oh, no.
He's looking. He's sitting. What is wrong with you? Barrett. He's like, no. You pulled me out and I was busy.
Choked out on tongue.
Bear, come on. God, he's such a turd.
Louie. Turn around.
He's such a turd.
Let's go back up. Come on, turn around.
Oh, there he is. He's like, wait a second.
He's probably like
He's being
eating a piece of-
stubborn.
it's like eating a piece of cotton. I mean, it's just hard to swallow it.
Your legs still work. He's like, yeah, you guys come back to me.
He's just having a problem. Otherwise, hey, Bowie, you too.
Bullet, he's like, well, let me check this out. Hey, Barbara. Tank's like, I got to shit on the side of the driveway. No, oh, Jesus. That was, well, animals will stay away from that. That was a lot. Oh, wow. Downwind of that is rough, Tanker. Good Lord.
Come on.
Whoa.
Come on.
Good Lord. That was like fucking straight fire.
Whatever he's got going on is. Let's go.
Your tummy feel better after that? That was quite a bit. Well, you get that out of his mouth. Come on. Yeah, because you're chewing on that shit. Yeah, get that.
Open up. Open up.
He's like, no, I want it.
Fucking go. Fucking get going.
Bear repellent, coyote repellent, human repellent. Tanker had Taco Bell last night. Whew, I still smell it, Tank. That's rough. God damn. Like the whole driveway smells like your ass. Don't have to worry about any animals for miles now. Like fucking a mile over, the bear and the moose are like, whoa! Stay away from there. That is dangerous.
Come on. I have like no empathy for you. He's got a mouthful of those long pine needles. He can't get them, can't swallow them or spit. I had to dig two of them out of his mouth.
You're an idiot.
Come on.
He's like, I have no regrets.
Come on.
Come on. Oh God, not again.
Enough wind from that.
Yeah. He's like, hang on, I got a little more. Come on.
Open up. Open your little mouth. Well, I can't get the shit out if you don't open. You have it, you get rid of it all? Go. Not open your mouth.
Hey, Jim.
Get going. Go, go. Multiple poops.
Bird's like, let me check this out.
Don't even.
Definitely getting warm. He's like, Dad, you're not gonna carry me?
Come on.
He's like, fine, I'll just go to the tree well. Thank you, Judy. Oh, but it's nice. Thank you, Judy. Paw prints look like an inebriated animal staggered up your driveway. It's just Burr. Same thing. Will you stop? He's like, did I learn anything today? Nah. Sue's staying strong. Surprisingly, after all that wind. Barrett, you son of a bitch. No, Dad, no! Is Daddy ruining your fun, Burr? He's like, I'm gonna go see the cows. Is he? Yep. He's like, I'm gonna go down here. You boy, God damn it. What are you doing? Leave him alone. He wants to poop. He's got to find a private spot. He's like, don't look. Nobody's looking. Seriously, he had to find a wall to hide behind. Tank, leave him alone. Tanker, let him poop. He needs a private spot. Bullet!
Bullet!
Bullet! You two, move! Boo-wee! Let him have privacy while the whole internet watches him take a shit. No. Tank! Tanker! Get away from him. He's like, don't look at me. Ah!
Come on.
Come on. Oh, there it is. There's that second wind. Hey, Margaret. that little pep for the prostate will perk you right up. We are in northern Maine. Hill time. Get going. Slowing down in front of me. Don't do it, Bullet. I need the momentum.
I can actually see the driveway from where I got stuck. Are you kidding me?
No. It's like a chicken igloo now. You better not, Barrett. He's like, I'm gonna get some eggs, Mom. Don't you worry. Barrett, get over here. Bear. God, you son of a bitch. Leave the chickens alone. Bear, come on. He's like, fresh eggs. Go to Daddy. Jerk. And it probably keeps animals away. He himself and collect them eggs. Come on, Bear. Yeah, there's a mouse hole right there. He's like, I'll get that mouse too. Come on. It's not time for your unquenchable thirst for blood. Come on. Bear. You guys can see there's a mouse that's been tunneling underneath the coop. And Bear's like, I'll get him. Come on, let's go. Bear, come on. He's like, I hear them. I hear them eggs. Stop peeing on it. Come on. Quiet. Come on, Bear. Come on. I think I see it. Pretty sure that rooster could kick your ass. So, stand off with Nugget. Come on, let's go. Like, I just want some fresh eggs. Stop it. Get out of my face. Get out of my face. Jesus. All right, Bear, that's enough. That is, no. No. Get back. There. Go home. Go home. Go home. Go home. Jesus. Come on. Go home. Oh boy. Suddenly we have speed. Go get him. You just leave me? Some chicken tenders. Raise your hand if you want buffalo chicken wings. Got the shit starter. Everybody happy? We're in northern Maine, Barbara. With ranch. Chris on the snowfa. Yeah, we have a little bit of snow. Little bit of snow. Come on, boys. Ugh. Let's get some cow snacks ready. Come on. Bear. Okay, everybody's watching. Bear! He's like, how many people are watching? Are they looking? Bear. God damn him. God damn him. Barrett! Yes, some guy said there's only 2 inches here. Bullet back. Inside, bullet. In. Sorry, Mom. All right, everybody's watching, Bear. Come on. Bear. Bear. God damn it. He's like, I don't know. Are they watching? What is that? Bear. Bear. What the fuck? Come on. Bear it. Bye. We're getting snacks. Bye. Bye. Barrett! There it is. Jesus. Slid right through the door. All right, let's get some cow snacks. Some cow snackies. And go my nose. God damn it, Barrett. Yeah, that walk takes twice as long with Barrett. Come on. Drifting. Burrito. Oh, we already got snacks. Hang on. we have for the snack shack? Looks like the last of the zebra cakes. I'm surprised these even exist right now. Some Nutty Buddy bars and some oatmeal cream pies. Oh, God, so good. So that's breakfast today. Zebra cakes, Nutty Buddy bars, oatmeal cream pies. Yum! I would be happy just to like have a whole box and just engorge myself with zebra cakes. Christmas tree cakes, I think, the superior. A Christmas tree cake is basically a zebra cake, but with sprinkles. It's got that little extra crunch. So. Also the icing. Hey Liz. No, we definitely had more snow the first year I was here. Of course, the season isn't over yet. I'm sure we'll get more snow between now and April. Probably some in April. So, I'm sure there's more to come. Will it pile up as high? I'm not sure. I guess we'll see. But I just know there's videos of me that I would be standing next to the snow pile in the yard, and it was at least 2 or 3 feet over my head. So, we'll see. It got pretty high. All right. Snack-a-lackers. Oop, let me get Tanker. Oh, yeah? All right. Tanker! Tanker! Liz. I love the snow. I do. Love it. Love it. Although you could probably get away with going to Tahoe, because they got a shit ton of snow last year. That hose bust.
What's that?
The hose busted.
Yep.
C'est la vie.
So I just cut it so I could
Yeah.
temporarily just do this.
So we're about to head down to the cows to feed them. It's too bad I can't set goals from my phone. I have to do it from my iPad, which is in a way. Thank you, Kenda. Thank you for super chat.
Fire up.
I'll let you hold this. I'll let you hold this.
Give me a second. My sorry ass in here. Ooh, you can see me.
Turn it around so they can see where we're going.
But why don't you want to see me? I'm beautiful.
So just turn it around.
But I'm beautiful. We'll back up and then I'll switch it. Alright, I will. babies at?
Hi, babies. It's hi, ma'am. She's like, I hope you brought me some snacks. Miss Cinnamon. She's still working on her bucket, so. Easier to flip it so I can actually see the chat. There we go. I don't think it's muted. Oh, you guys got it back, so we're good. We're good. But the hill does that. That's the second time it's done that before, so. Thank you, Liz. Saying hi to Pumpkin and Cinnamon. Thank you for that super chat. Yeah, well, I can't say it. I mean, no, people. If I say it, the people who can hear don't need to hear it. But yeah, scrolling out, come back in. That usually fixes it. You know what? I'm not too worried about it, Deborah, just because, like, they don't seem too interested. Like, they have all their hay here, and they know we bring them snacks twice a day I don't think they're too interested in leaving anymore. And if they do, it's just to go over there and help themselves at the snack shack. So we're in, thank you, Sherry. Ooh, that looks like ice cream. We're in northern Maine, Alex. Deborah, thank you for that super chat. Thank you. You're really milking this bucket, huh, Miss Cinnamon? Right, Miss Cinnamon. Thank you, Sherry. Thank you for the thumbs up. Although she's speeding up. Look, there it is. Run, pumpkin, run! There's still a little bit left. Come here, Punky. Thank you, Ronald. Thank you for the super cake. I haven't made pumpkin as well. We spent so much time just clearing snow, but today or tomorrow, I will build the pumpkin wall. It's probably going to be like right here. Thank you for the super chat, Ronald. I appreciate that. He's like, did you get me extra? Should I go get you some extra? He made the buckets today, so he knows. He's like, you always get a packet of extra, ma'am. All right, I'll get a packet. Don't push, sir. He's like, go get me a packet of extra. All right. You know, you're my special boy. All right, I'll be right back. I'll get some extra for you. All right. She said, yeah, Mom. Yeah, she didn't notice coming. She said, yeah, Mom, hand it over. Before she sees. Here's my little baby. Our special snackums. You know I take care of you. Even though you are a freeloader, like you are useless. You don't make babies. You don't make milkies. It's not you don't make milkies. So you're lucky that you're cute. Cinnamon's over there bullying Chris. You're just so lucky you're so cute. Yeah, a little more. You want a little more? She still didn't notice. A dog. You're my little pumpkin man. My little pumpkin man. Thank you, Jim. Yeah, his horns are getting long. I noticed that too. I'm like, I mean, they look a little bit longer. He's not getting taller though. Cinnamon did though, because like she was not as tall as the fence. I think she came up to here on the fence when she first got here. Now she's over it. So Cinnamon, she's a big girl. Wide ride. And Pumpkin, he's still a little mini man. Thank you, Sherry. Thank you for that super chat. But I take care of my pumpkin. I don't know why. Pat, thank you. Oh, you're very welcome. I mean, you got to get the ASMR of pumpkin having his snacks. You know what I can't wait for? I can't wait to be growing veggies for them again so I could come bring them their greens and vegetables because they loved that. They loved all the sunflowers. They loved all the corn stalks. They went wild for those. So I'm excited to get my garden going so that I can grow as much food as possible to feed these babies. Because they love it. Right? Here's my pumpkin. Here's my pumpkin. Here's my pumpkin. Are you my pumpkin? Oh, is it a cuddle day? Yeah. Thank you, Grace. Thank you for that. Goaties and ducks, yep. Well, the goats should be, they should be getting birthed in the next week or so. Can't wait to see some pictures of these babies. Here's my little pumpkin man. Right? Right, little pumpkin. Here's your pumpkin. Little pumpkin man. You know you're a cutie. Thank you, Janet. Good morning. I know, I keep showing Chris videos of like mischievous little goat babies. It's gonna be so fun. And then I'm thinking, oh, goat's milk soap, goat cheese. Oh God, stay busy. And that should suffice my need for needing to make things all the time. Oh yeah, I love it though, Maggie. I love staying busy. Love taking care of my animals. Love hanging out with them. Like I love like when the weather's warm and I get to sit out with the chickens and just hang out with them. And the goats and ducks too. Crochet baby goat sweaters. That's not a bad idea. Could you imagine them having like some granny square type like sweaters? That would be adorable. Same, Maggie. I have to. Otherwise I get kind of stir crazy. And like I especially like taking care of animals. I think that's one of my favorite things. I don't know. There's just something satisfying about making sure everybody's fed and happy and that they're not people. That's always nice. So let me get the water out of the back of the side. No, I'm not. There's no more snacks. Okay, no more snacks. She's like, bring me that Cristal.
Excuse me.
It better be a good vintage. Watch out, Miss Cinnamon Spice. Daddy's got your Cristal. Yeah, you will. Hi, Cinnamon. Cinnamon Spice. Hi, Miss Dang. You got hay on your face. You get that. You're a mess, girl. That's my mitten. Go get some water. Girl, you are covered in hay. Were you rolling in it? You're supposed to eat it. He's like, I was fighting my brother. She's like, let me go see what Dad's doing over there. Because she's nosy. Every time we would come work over here, she would be in the middle of it, being like, what you doing? What's that? Let me see that bucket. Yeah, she's the foreman. She's the ranch manager or general manager. Uh-oh, watch out. Uh-oh, sounds like she's got some spice today. She's like, what you doing, Dad? Want to see my high kicks? Uh-oh. Show us your high kicks, girl. Oh, boy. Got that cinnamon spice. Perfect name for her. We didn't even know her personality yet, and we named her Cinnamon. And she's living up to it. And Pumpkin's like short and round like a pumpkin. What are you doing, girl? She's like, I'm gonna open this gate. You're a bitch. Don't you dare. Ma'am. She's like, I know how to open this. I know you do. You're trouble. She's like, I'll get my own fucking snacks. I'll get my own snacks. That's my mitten. That's my mitten. You're not coming out this gate. And I know that I really don't, there's not much I could do to stop you other than just the fact that, you know, I'll be mad. She's like, I sure wish that snack shack would open up. Thank you, Samantha. Ma'am? No. That's not food. Ooh. Up close and personal with Cinnamon. You want scritches? I'll give you scritches. You're not opening the gate, though. Come here. Come here. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's what we were wanting. Hang on. Let me move this. Are you looking at the snack shack? That's all you want. She wants, like, free access to the snack shack. Is that what you're looking at? Yeah. I know you. It's like the other day. You're trying to break in. You broke out so you could break in.
Look at you.
She's staring at the snack shack. It's not even a greenhouse anymore.
Later, if it warms up, you gotta get a brushing. Ooh, shaggy woman.
She's got that 70s bush. No, I don't have cameras on the cows. We never hit our goal for that. I mean, I got cell cams for security, but.
Hey, baby. I'm just getting it. You know.
She's like, somebody better get me some fucking snacks. That's what you should be doing.
You're a moocher.
She is.
Hey, baby.
Do you want me to get you some snacks?
Fuck, I have to ask twice.
I'll get you some snacks. I don't know why.
Because we're the babies. In a couple of weeks, you're going to get your toenails cut, too. Hooray! That one I got?
Suddenly, I have their attention. She's like, you better get out of my way then. Whoa, oh, oh.
Back up. Back up.
Man.
Like, I could go help myself. Just leave the door open for me.
Here, help. There you go.
Here.
Ah, that's my mitten.
Fingers.
She's like, I'll just help myself. I don't need your permission. That's enough.
All right, babies.
That's why there's a chain on it.
Yeah, because you guys like to help yourself.
She does. She knows how to open the gate.
What?
She's like, you better give me snacks. Walk over here. There. Let Daddy out. She's gonna get mad. She's gonna get mad. I know it. She's gonna be like, you know what? I'm gonna beat the crap out of somebody. Pumpkin! There will be no peace until snacks are provided. Well, sorry, Pumpkin. You're probably gonna have the wrath of Cinnamon today. Yeah, I would like that, Pat. We should set another goal. I mean, the goal really hasn't changed. It's to do a cellular camera setup. It's going to cost $1,000. That's for the solar, for the power, since there's no electric down here, and then for the Starlink. And then I would obviously pay the monthly fee, but that's a lot of money just up front, you know. I mean, we tried for like well over a month, being like, hey, if we get back in the A3 on TikTok, we just never got there. So, fresh poops. So, all right, let's head back to the house.
Are you done?
Yeah, you can drive. Bonded pair. You think they would love each other, but Cinnamon just wants somebody to pick on. Yeah, they're bonded. It's a trauma bond. what?
Keep your garage door open. I'm gonna go out with the weed blower. We should try this.
All right. All right. Coffee time. Ooh, that was chilly. But not nearly as bad as the last few weeks. We're supposed to get some highs in the 30s this week, which is awesome. That'll be great to ride on. I have a hard time like riding the snowmobiles when it's like negative temps because the wind, like if it's already like -5 and then you add wind chill to that, there's no warming up. This just not happening. So. Chris and I are gonna snowmobile today, but just on our property. I'm not going live for that, sorry guys. We have to like groom the trails. So that means we're gonna be getting stuck a lot. So I'm not even messing with that on live. That'll be a lot of cursing, a lot of sweating, a lot of shoveling. But if we go around a couple times and pack it down, I should get, oh, forgot to take your sweater off. Oh God, your couch potato sweater. So how's the feed going, guys? Are we still good? You guys are quiet. There we go. My nose real quick. Okay, we're good. All right, sweet. Thank you. I ask because like if I don't see the chat move at all, I'm like, oh, are we stuck? So, all right, cool. All right, let me get some coffee started. I'll take your little fat boy sweater off. So if you weren't here for it earlier, Chris finally ate some fresh eggs. No, I didn't color my hair. It's probably just the lighting. So Chris finally ate fresh eggs. He had to mentally kind of get around it, which I guess, well, because like, you know, you don't have to wash your store-bought eggs. And he had to wash a few of them because he was like, there's blood all over them. There's like a few little like skid marks of blood. Not anything significant, nothing to be worried about. These girls are new. It's their first time laying eggs for some of them. So there's a little bit of, you know, if you've ever seen a chicken lay an egg, like, it's like giving birth every single day. Like, so glad that that's not our periods. But, you know, like, every day. So, it was her first time, you know, like, don't criticize her. You know, I'm sure it was traumatic. The one video I posted of the chicken laying an egg, she went all jelly legs. Like, she laid the egg and was like, oh, Jesus. I'd probably be like kind of wobbly leg too, you know? Fuck that. And some breeds lay more than one egg a day. Could you imagine? Oh, God. So, be glad you're not a chicken. I wonder if I have any that have. So I'll show you. Like Chris is like, he's like, I almost vomited cleaning them off. Okay. All right, I do. I have a couple that still have a little bit of blood on them. I don't wash them until right before I use them. So, like, so this girl, so like here's the egg. I also used a stamp that Deborah sent me. It says, just got laid. I know it's backwards, but still. But like, okay, there's a little skid mark, little girl was struggling. Duck eggs will really gross him out, I'm sure. So like, you know, she did good. She got it through. Yeah, I mean, like it's not that bad. He's making it sound like it was a bloodbath, you know. He's making it sound like, you know, fucking just The Shining, the elevator scene when the doors open, only it's like blood and eggs coming out at you, you know. I'm like, it's not that bad. The chickening. Ah, it's snowing again. Oh, that's cool. Great. Like we haven't shoveled enough. Somebody mentioned on the live, they're like, it's really cloudy. Yeah, it is. That usually means something. I feel like my first winter here, it kind of snowed a little bit every day, so. Is the yolk different? Yes, and I keep, like, next time I go to the store, I will get some store-bought eggs so I can show you. Very different. When you get store-bought eggs, and I'm not saying that they don't, I don't know, these commercial egg farms, they have like a primarily corn-based diet. I'm sure they give them other minerals and stuff, but not the way like free range and like my girls get. My girls get all kinds of treats. They get vegetables, they get herbs, they get everything. Like, so not just corn, they're getting sunflower, oregano, rosemary, red pepper, hemp seeds, I mean, like, and then scraps. They get corn too, but, and they get all kinds of grains like barley and clover and, so yeah. So the yolks that you'll get from a store-bought egg is like more yellow. Oh, also because a lot of times they are not free range, even though they say they are. They don't get much vitamin D because they're never out in the sun. So not a lot of vitamin D, not a lot of calcium, not too much in omega-3s, whereas these girls, they get their sunlight and they get free range. Anyway, so you crack one of these free range, homegrown eggs open and the yolk is almost orange. It's like a really rich color. It's very dense. The texture is different. So yeah, slightly different. A lot more nutritious. There is, the research has showed, more protein in them. So if you have someone that you can get fresh eggs from, I highly recommend. Do they taste different? No, the taste really isn't too much different. Like I said, it's a different texture because they're more dense. Let me get this fat boy sweater off. Oh God, poor little baby. There you go. Fresh eggs are great. But yeah, the yolks are just more dense and delicious. I can't wait for duck eggs. And then I saw a video the other day of somebody comparing a chicken egg, a duck egg, and then a goose egg, which was like the equivalent of like 4 or 5 eggs. And I was like, ooh, do I need geese too? And I hear tell that duck eggs and goose eggs are excellent for baking. They make excellent cakes and breads and stuff. Plants are doing good. Sprouts. Oh, that's the other thing. My purple tomato seeds came in. So I'm going to be planting some of those today. Most expensive fucking seeds I've ever purchased. They are a purple cherry tomato, and they're special because the flesh is also purple. So instead of like just having like the purple on the outside, red on the inside, like the whole thing is purple. And I guess they crossed it with like a snapdragon to get that color. So those came in. I paid $20 for 10 fucking seeds. I've never paid that much for seeds in my life. So they better fucking grow. Well, so the lady I'm getting the goats from, Margaret, she lets them wean off, so it probably won't be for about 2 months after they're born. They should be born in the next week or so. So, will I be doing what on YouTube? So, I saw purple sunflowers. They were beautiful. I haven't seen those before. Oh, a picture of the seeds. I don't have a picture. They're still, actually, I got the notification they're at the mailbox right now. So I don't have a picture of them at the moment. I will when I go get the mail. So, and because there's so much snow, I could take my snowmobile down and check the mail now. So, yay. So many things. Oh, let's see. Planting the purple ones. I probably won't plant them on live. That's probably kind of boring to watch. It's just me putting dirt in a pot and But it'll take me all of 2 minutes. I'm not gonna plant all 10 seeds. I think I'm gonna start with 3 and see how that goes. Make sure I get it right. I haven't planted anything that hasn't grown, but just the fact that I spent so much on these fucking seeds, I'm just let me just, Oh yeah, look them up, Smokey. So they're purple grape tomatoes. So they're special because they're grape tomatoes. I have seeds for a Cherokee purple. I also have black Krim tomato seeds that they're almost black. They're so purple, it's almost black. So I guess there's been this huge drama in the non-GMO world of trying to create a purple tomato. For whatever reason, people are obsessed. And someone finally made a non-GMO purple tomato because they crossed it with a snapdragon. And they're like, you can't sell the seeds. You can't, if you grow tomatoes, you can't sell seeds made from these tomatoes. It's kind of wild. I've seen it in other arenas, like knitting and crochet. People will be like, I designed this stitch pattern and no one can use this stitch pattern ever. And if you do, you have to credit me and you have to pay me. Kind of like this tomato. They're like, hey, if you grow these tomatoes, you can't sell fruit, or you can't sell seeds from these tomatoes. Thank you, Ronald. Yeah, the Cherokee purple on Google. But these purple grape tomatoes, let me look up the name real quick. Purple grape tomato. They are, what's the actual name of those? Okay. So this is what they look like super purple. Tomato politics, right? I did. Patty, I planted black flowers and they came up yellow and red because my soil pH was different from what you would need to get the black color of the flowers. So my Cherokee purples are 10 feet tall right now. I read that on the back of it was oh, you need about 8 to 10 feet. I'm going to be hanging mine. I'm going to try them hanging them to see if that's better. Because making tomato trellises is a pain in the ass. Have a great day, Jem. Oh, I forgot. I got to set a goal. Let's just do a little mini goal. Let's see if we can hit that. Yeah, but tomato politics. So, yeah, whatever lab created these non-GMO purple cherry tomatoes, they have an if you buy from them on their website, you say that you won't sell fruit, you won't sell seeds from the tomatoes and all this other stuff. Otherwise, they'll sue you, which it's kind of wild. I don't know how I feel about it. Because I'm if you don't, I don't know. Just I get that you put in all the work to make that fruit look the way it does. However, if you don't want anybody to have it, then just don't sell it, I guess. Just do a quick Florida tomato trellis with twine. That'll do it. I've done that before. I've had really heavy vines like rip them down. So, but it was probably more of like user error, meaning my fault. Definitely my fault. All right, we got a 10 super chat goal. I wish you could make a goal with the gifts, like the animated gifts, because I feel like people would like that better. But yeah, but let me find the company that I got this from, because I'll read it out to you. Let's see, non-GMO purple tomato. There we go. Okay, it's grown by Norfolk Healthy Produce. The purple tomato trademark. Let's see. Products. They have like a purple tomato cookbook, which I'm guessing. Thank you, Enrica. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Stop scrolling. There we go. Buy seeds. The purple tomato seed packet. So it's $20 for 10 seeds. That's what you're getting. Norfolk Healthy Produce. Hi, Wednesday. Hey, Sherry. Let's see. Terms and conditions. By purchasing the Norfolk Healthy Produce purple tomato seeds, I accept the following conditions. Seeds, fruit, and plant material are only allowed in the USA. The seeds are a patented variety and are sold to enjoy in your home garden. No sales of fruit, seeds, or plants are permitted in this agreement, including any derived varieties. These seeds come with no warranties. If you have issues with your seeds, please contact us right away. All seed sales are final. Once your credit card is charged, the sale is complete. Yeah. So. It's, I don't know how I feel about that. Because, like, I would see, okay, and I'll use the parallel back when I was, so you won't be able to sell them at the farm cart. Correct, Shelby. These will only be for me. And I can't give seeds away, or I can't sell the fruit, I can't sell seeds, nothing like that. I was not planning on selling seeds. And I read this and I was like, okay, I won't sell the fruit either. And plus, like, I eat so many, thank you, Margaret. Thank you for the super chat. I eat so many cherry tomatoes. I'm sure I'll eat them all. I'm not too worried about that. And I will harvest seeds to regrow for myself because I'm not paying $20 for 10 seeds again. But as a parallel, I remember in the knitting world when I was like heavily involved in it and designing patterns and selling patterns and getting published, there would be a drama that would crop up every so often because someone would they would design like a garment and it would have like a stitch, a certain kind of stitch to the garment that was unique. So let's just say a sweater, like standard sweater pattern, but it would have a specific stitch that the designer would use, and they would try to be like, you can't use this stitch pattern. This is my stitch pattern. You have to buy my pattern, and you have to promise that you cannot use this stitch pattern on anything else ever, or like design with it. And I'm just like, that's weird, you know? Oh, I love garden tomatoes, cottage cheese. Oh, goodness. Will you get sued if a bird carries a seed into the neighbor's yard? Steve is like, I know how to get around this. Yeah, I live in the country. No one's going to find out. I know. I'm just kind of like more kind of amazed by it because they're like, yeah, we're going to make this and we're going to make a ton of money off of it. We want to sell it, but we also, I don't know. I get the fact that they help to do the cross-pollinating to make it happen, but like it's just kind of weird to me, like to have it so locked down like that. Or accidentally share with your garden besties. Tee-hee. Yeah. How would they know? I mean, like if somebody I mean, we're on YouTube. Imagine if I was like, guys, I'm going to sell you these seeds. I'm going to sell these seeds. I'll send you these seeds. All it would take is somebody sending that video or picture or something to them and then lawsuit. That's all it would take. And we all know that I have enough haters that that would happen. I had no intention of selling these seeds. That was not, I thought, I like gardening. It's kind of like a science project to me. So I was just interested in growing these purple tomatoes just for me. But I just the whole, like this whole terms of purchase, this agreement, sales agreement that you go through with them, I'm like, that's weird. And even like when I was heavily involved in Ariel, like I've been a circus artist for, 15 years. And this one girl was posting a very specific move on Instagram. And I remember, because I've been in it for a while, and this was a couple years ago, but I remember a girl was teaching these workshops. Her name was Sovan, in like Costa Rica or Italy or something, on this specific technique. It was like an elbow hang, which they're difficult. It requires a lot of strength, but I had no problems doing elbow hangs. I had seen that when I first started doing Ariel, and it was like one of my goal moves, like I'm gonna do elbow hangs. And, fast forward, I did elbow hangs, have no problems doing elbow hangs. And then this girl kind of gets famous on Instagram for posting pictures and video of her doing specific elbow hangs. I'm like, oh, that's cool. And I instantly was like, oh, that was from Soban's workshop. I remember that. Well, I was doing like this choreography and I put an elbow hang in there. And an elbow hang is like a cartwheel. Like you can't say cartwheels are mine. Nobody else can do cartwheels. Those are mine. That's kind of like, that's the equivalent of it. A backflip, a back handspring, a cartwheel, elbow hang. It's just a specific move. Now you can't take someone's whole choreography. Like you can't copy someone's choreography verbatim and then say it's your own. We all know that's wrong. But so this girl was kind of like trying to take ownership of all elbow hangs, saying that if you posted an Instagram video or picture doing an elbow hang, you needed to credit her. And I remember saying that and being like, that's bullshit, because I saw that like 7 years ago in Soban's workshop. So it's not yours. I'm going to post my fucking elbow hang and I'm not crediting you because you didn't teach it to me. I didn't take it from you. I learned it from someone else who did it way before her. So anyway, I posted this elbow hang and I get all these comments because I guess this girl has like a nasty army that just goes around looking for people posting those elbow hangs to be like, that's hers. You need to credit her. You got that from her. And I'm like, I actually said it's very petty. This is my teaching strategy. You better not use it. Yeah. So I said, I was like, actually, that's not hers. She got it from a Soban workshop 7 years ago. And I even referenced the post. I was like, oh, look, she even posted that she was at this workshop 7 years ago. Oh my God. They all blocked me. I'm like, did I just burst your little fucking bubble? You were all worshiping this girl, being like, she owns elbow hangs. They're all hers. And they were like fighting Instagram to be like, oh, those are her elbow hangs. And they wanted to destroy anyone who posted an elbow hang and did not credit this woman. And I'm like, fuck you. You didn't make them. I've been seeing these. Like I saw elbow hangs in books. I have so many circus history books. I've seen elbow hangs back in the 1940s, like pictures of them. I'm like, you didn't fucking make them. And I'm sure that person in the 40s didn't make them either. So, it's just wild. So they all blocked me and I was like, I'm just going to keep doing these elbow hangs. Fuck you. It's not like I do a cartwheel and I have to credit whoever invented the cartwheel. Like that's fucking wild. But it's similar. And then I'm just like, why? These people are very territorial over a thing. And I understand that you put a lot of work into something, but like to own something that you can't own, that's too much that's too much energy I will never have. Yeah, I'm not hunting the internet to find people who didn't credit me on a cartwheel or a tomato. So That is just wild. Was the snow able to blow off? No.
No, some of it.
Okay. Anyway, so there's all I guess any community.
At least we have access to it because I got all the stuff off the side.
Yeah.
Maybe 75% off the top, but then there's a layer that's icy, but at least I could get access to it from the boiler side.
Yeah, that's okay. All right. Well, I am going to. You feel brave with guns. Now, actually, my husband and I have done MMA. My husband actually got his pro card in MMA. I don't need them, but we manufacture them. Thank you for bringing that up. So we are Type 702. We have a manufacturing license and an SOT with the ATF. Therefore, we manufacture firearms, specifically AR-15s. We can also transfer NFA items like suppressors and, Form 4s and stuff like that. Now you want to know if we got Glock switches. So we, as a Type 7, can make them. We cannot sell them. Anything that create or makes, let's see, I cannot sell a firearm that is full auto if it was made after May of 1986. May of 1986, any full auto firearm made after that can only be possessed or owned by a Type 7 manufacturer or law enforcement agencies.
SOT.
With an SOT. So it's just funny, like, you feel brave with guns, how lame, you got Glock switches. Like, so what is it? Do you hate guns or are you interested in guns? So anyway, so we can, because we're a Type 7 with an SOT, we can manufacture full autos. We have several full auto, we have a G3 in full auto upstairs. We have AR-15s in full auto upstairs. Also in 223, 5.56, as well as 9mm. However, I can't sell those to the public. I can only rent them out at a range, and they have to be in my possession. I cannot leave at any point. I cannot leave a person with them alone. I always have to be like present when they're out at the range, or I can sell them to law enforcement agencies with an SOT. So, no, I think you're just a troll. I got an AKM full auto.
Good for you.
No, you don't. And if you did, you wouldn't be saying it on the internet, because that's the other thing about my page. My ATF agents, they all follow my social media. Every time that they've come to my store to audit my books and stuff like that, they always refer to, yeah, I saw that video on your page. So anyone with any kind of sense knows not to say that on the internet, because they're the ATF.
If they own a transferable one, it's irrelevant.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone knows where you have it. But
yeah, we have transferable ones up there. Like I said, we can't sell you anything made after May of 1986, but you can own full giggles made prior to that. They're very expensive, and they do require, like, I don't know what the wait period is now, but you still have to go through the same background checks. Actually, a little more extensive. You got to do the fingerprint and everything. But yeah, so. Hot Pocket.
is this on YouTube or TikTok?
It's YouTube. That's why I'm.
So you can talk whatever.
I could speak plainly, but it was just funny. Another reason why I know they're full of shit is because they said, "Oh, you need guns to protect yourself." How lame! And then suddenly they're like, "I have guns. I have guns." Like, you went from like hating on guns to now you're like, "I have full autos and stuff." Are you 12? How much do you rent full autos? And now you want to know how much I rent them for?
It depends on the caliber.
Yeah, it depends on the caliber, how many magazines. So thank you, Maggie. Thank you for that flower gift. Have a great day, hon.
Because you rent it by the mag or by the round count, depending if it's belt fed.
Yeah, so. But anyway, now you want to rent one. Yeah, no.
I thought you owned one.
Yeah, why would you rent one if you owned one? I would, because like it's expensive to rent them. Because I mean, shit, we were.
Well, it's by the round count, so
Yeah.
in a hot second you could go through thousands of rounds.
Yeah, I mean, and if we're talking per mag, we were charging $50 a magazine to rent. So, ooh, belt fit. Okay, wait. Suddenly you were hell bent on hating guns, and then you had one. I rent in Las Vegas. Well, why do you rent if you own them? How do you feel about the new Ruger RXM?
It's a Ruger. I mean,
I never hated. Yeah, you do. And see, all you have to do is scroll up in the chat. You feel brave with guns. How lame. And then you said, sup ho, are you a Karen? Yeah. The great thing about the chat is all you have to do is look up. So, do you like Bugattis?
the cars. Yeah, I mean, they're overpriced for what they are.
Well,
I don't even like the way they look. I mean, because you're talking $1 million plus, it doesn't look. It looks too roundish. It looks too Audi-ish.
yeah.
For lack of better words. I mean,
don't care.
if I'm gonna spend that kind of money on an exotic car, I want like something along the lines of like a Lamborghini look, like a little bit more sleek, badass looking.
Anyway, somebody asked about the Ruger RXM.
It's a newer one. I haven't had the opportunity to run any rounds through it, so I can't give you a definitive yes or no. But I will say this: Ruger is a very solid company. I mean, we've dealt with Ruger for decades. I have several Rugers that date back to World War II.
Oh, I'm not misunderstanding you, Mo. I'm just not letting you get away with shit talking and then switching your position. So you can sit in timeout and think about that for a second.
I like Rugers. I mean, every Ruger we've ever owned or sold, nothing but positive.
You ever have a Tommy gun? Yes, we
Yes,
have.
we have. Not the most fun to shoot.
James, oh, you're an idiot. Yeah, especially if you have the drum.
They're a bitch to load.
Huge pain in the ass to load. Like, it's not even worth trying to load that thing up all the way.
They're neat. Like I said, they look cool.
They look cool on the wall, I think.
I mean, there's something about it. See, I wouldn't, if I were to get, I would get a 1927, it's A1, the variation. It's basically a Tommy gun that was used in World War II that utilizes the stick mags, not the drum. That one looks badass.
Yeah.
But still, they're not the
Do you like shotguns? Yeah. We have, well, my favorite, we have a Serbu Shorty. I love that one.
I'm in the works of making a full auto shotgun as we speak.
God.
I have and it's actually, I'm going to do it in 410. I have a 410,
Okay.
I have a 410 upper on back order. Once that becomes available, I'll be able to marry it to one of our full auto lowers. Then we could run 410 in full auto.
I was going to say, like, God, no, with 12 gauge.
Well, I wouldn't mind a 12 gauge one too, but that
with a longer barrel.
Yeah, and that runs at a slower rate of fire, but
Yeah. I mean, the G3 runs at a slower rate of fire, but it's
kicks the
still
shit out of
fucking brutal. So, what about a German Luger? Yes, we have an MP40. Actually, that's Autumn's.
Yeah, Autumn's got an MP40.
My daughter, she got one for Christmas one year. She got an MP40.
I mean, if
It's still in our name.
if you have
Well,
an
now we
authentic-
could transfer everything to
if
her.
we have an authentic Luger, you're talking about a very expensive weapon.
Yeah, I love
Here's
those.
a quick story. We had a customer come into our store, and it kind of pissed me off. So it was a young woman who inherited a bunch of guns from her grandfather.
That bitch.
No. She was nice. It was a scumbag, Mark whatever the hell's name is.
Oh, him.
That ripped
that
her
one.
off on the backside.
Oh,
So
yeah.
this young girl had this German Luger. Mind you, it had engravings on the grips SS. And the paperwork from her grandfather, who was in World War II, who confiscated the weapon after killing this officer. So basically the paperwork made it so authentic and so valuable. We looked it up. The gun was worth about $25,000 to $30,000 all day long. This girl was hurting for money. This Mark.
She also didn't know what she
Yeah,
had.
didn't know what she was doing. And this Mark kid offered her $500. I'm like, are you kidding me? I mean, that's
You
kind of.
should have stepped in on that.
I should have. But long story short, he paid $500 for this gun, turned around and sold it for like $18,000.
Yeah. Like we've seen a ton of situations like that.
And that one upsets me too because I try to talk him into it. You only paid $500 for it. Hang on to it. Display it.
I would have hung
because
on to
it's
it.
something that you can't replace. You
Yeah.
can't replace World War II. You can't replace the fact that this was brought back from a killed SS officer. And just that one pissed me off.
Yeah, that was wild, and he was super proud of himself.
Yeah. Oh, hey, look, I made $18,000. I mean,
although like there's a couple things here because like first she should have. I've had this conversation with Autumn. I was like, especially when Chris and I are gone and we have things. She knows, she has an idea of all the firearms that we have here, and like a roundabout, she knows to look up their values before doing anything with them. But she is partially to blame for not even
doing the research,
not even doing a Google search, because at least doing a Google search of like, what is this? And then seeing the range, I'm sure that range would probably be like anywhere from $8,000 to $30,000, depending on like what kind of condition.
A beat up Luger, no paperwork, no nothing, not even the right time frame, are worth $2,500.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so all she had to do was Google that, and then she would have gotten a plethora of information, and she would have known what she had. Yeah. But like just the fact that she didn't even, I'm sure her grandfather was rolling in his fucking grave.
Yeah, we've seen it quite a few times.
Thank you, Equestrian. So, yeah, so it is really important. So if there's anything that you can learn from that conversation, if you inherit firearms, don't just go to a dealer and be like, how much would you give me? Because they're going to give you the lowest possible number. They're probably going to lowball the shit out of you, hoping that you have no idea what you're looking at. And Chris has actually bought estates from people like this one woman. How many did you get from that?
12.
He got 12 firearms for what, $2,000?
Well, she only wanted $1,200.
Yeah.
And mind you, each gun that she had in her collection was worth over $1,500 each. And the funny thing is, I went to her property.
Her husband passed, and she had no idea about it.
I only had $2,500 in my pocket. Otherwise, I would have given her more, because out of just sheer morality. When I got there, saw what she had, she says, oh, I want $1,200 for all of them. I'm like, look, ma'am, I got $2,500 in my pocket. I said, I'm going to give you every penny I have. I said, because you have way, 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 way more value here than $1,200. And she was ecstatic that I didn't rip her off, but that's the kind of shit that goes on. So here's a housekeeping scenario for all the men out there, because we used to get this all the time.
So no, Moeth, you don't listen. You open your fucking mouth before you listen to the whole story. Since he gave her more than double what she was asking for, he gave every penny in his pocket.
If I had more in my pocket, I would have given her more. Yeah. Just because I try to do the right thing.
And that's not lowballing. He was even educating her on what she had.
Yeah, she came to me. She said, I want $1,200 for all of them. And I didn't know what they were. So when I got there and I saw that they're very valuable, I'm like, look ma'am, $1,200 is too low. I said, however, all I have is $2,500. I said, I'll give you everything I got. And she was ecstatic that I even offered her more than what she was asking. But I told her when it was all said and done, there's about $15,000 worth of weapons that she had. And she just wanted them gone, and she was happy with the $2,500. But back to my housekeeping thing, for all the knucklehead men out there, because we used to see them all the time. I'm going to tell my wife I only paid $100 for this. I only paid $75 for this. If you do that, when you die, which you will die, and you're probably going to die before your wife, she will turn around and sell those for exactly what she thinks they are worth. Yeah. So if you don't have the balls to have communications with your wife and tell them exactly what you're spending, make yourself a list of what the weapons you have, what their value is, and tuck it away in a safe somewhere.
And update that value every so often. We always say, make a spreadsheet where you list the firearm with the serial number and what you paid for it. And then every couple of years or so, just look it up and put what you paid for it, and then have like a little column that says value, so that at least you're doing the housekeeping of every so often, just updating the value of your collection, so it'll make it easier for your family. Because most people are collecting these things so that they retain and gain value, and then just to have your family sell it for pennies on the dollar.
And that's what estates are known for. And trust me, I'm not one to rip people off, but I'm also not going to go openly, well, then in this situation, give people way more than what they're asking. I mean, if I go to an estate and only asking $1,000 for something that's worth 10, well, I got to get myself a good deal. And 9 times out of 10, it's because their spouse told them it was only worth that.
Yeah, yeah. We saw that so many times in our store. They would come in and like they would use their card. They'd be like, can I do a partial payment? Like I only want to put like $200 on my card because that's what I told her that I'm paying. And then they give us $600 in cash, you know? So they didn't want their significant other to know that they spent $800 instead of $200. And one, that's kind of shitty to your spouse. You guys should be kind of open about your purchases. And this is, I think this is where a lot of marriages go wrong, like finances and lies. Just be honest about it. Cause like, I mean, later on when somebody goes to get rid of that firearm, they're gonna be like, $50. Even though that's like an $8,000-$9,000 gun.
Yeah, I see it all the time.
They always come back, James. They always come back.
Oh, fuck.
He got a 5-minute timeout that time. So, but yeah, it's always interesting with firearms and then estates and stuff. Like a friend of mine, his father passed away, David, and his father has hundreds of firearms. Like he is a collector of a collector of antique firearms, and he didn't know what their values or anything were. So I was like, send me the list, I'll help you out. And so every so often he was sending me like the name, the serial number and everything. And I would look up and be like, okay, you can sell it for this. If you're selling it to a dealer, you can sell it for this. If you're selling it to a private party, you can sell it for this. Just trying to help him out so that they didn't get screwed, because that was his father's retirement, basically.
And that's the tricky part, especially when you're dealing with antique stuff, because there's no like blue book that you can go search and say, oh yeah, this is worth this. And a lot of times it's based on, one, how many are available, so supply demand, and then what kind of collectability as far as if it's got attachments to conflicts, whatever. But to that point, like it's always best make a spreadsheet and at least, and it's neat for yourself to look at, oh yeah, I got all these cool weapons that.
We got 3 minutes to hit our super chat goal, guys.
You know, all these cool weapons that I paid, you know, like, for example, we have a lot of transferable machine guns too on top of the other stuff for our dealer. And I go back when I bought them starting about 20 some years ago, and I paid anywhere between $2,000 and $6,000 per. Each and every one has gone up in value 8 to 10 times.
Yeah.
So to that point, it's neat to see how they appreciate, but then that's also important to write that shit down, because let's say Kayla and I, something bad happens to us and we both die. And then Autumn has to take over this stuff. Well, if she didn't do the due diligence to look up that stuff, see what it's worth, she would lose tons of money. Tons of money.
Thankfully, we've had this conversation with her. She knows everything up there. She knows that she has to look it up and like get an appraisal value before selling anything.
And some of them, you never think of it. You look at it, you're like, oh, it's a teeny little gun.
Yeah.
Can't be worth that much. $10,000. Yeah. It's like, holy Christ. So it's important that you know what.
Surprise you.
It's important to know the value of the shit.
And what's crazy is like a couple years ago, it was really popular. People would post like a picture and they'd like, which one of these guns is full auto? And everyone would always point at like the 22 AR, you know, because they'd be like, yeah, that one, because it's scary looking. But it's always like the wooden one, you know, the M2 carbine, that it doesn't look like anything. Like everybody, they see the news and media, they see like the big scary AR-15s and stuff, which really it's just a 22. It's just like a super packed 22. But like you look at, and I'm not gonna take you guys up there because like I got smacked by YouTube for handling a firearm on live. But if you look up an M2 carbine, look at that. It doesn't look like anything. It's got like wooden stock. It doesn't look like
spooky.
It doesn't look spooky. Yeah. And so there was this picture going around. It had that one. It had some shotguns. It had a bunch of stuff on it. Everyone always pointed out the AR-15, and no one pointed at the M2 carbine. I'm like, that's the one that you're looking for, you know. Shelby, I'm glad Pat keeps me in the loop. I know how much stuff is and which are family items that can't be sold. Yep. And that you know us too, Shelby. So if anything ever happens or anything, you can always reach out. We can, like I said, for my friends and stuff, I've always been like, there's the values on depending on who you sell it to. Like I have no problems doing that for people, just to prevent people from getting screwed over from people like that guy that Chris knew.
Then it's funny because then I get the opposite.
Yeah, Willow, I wanted to say, I remember you shooting on YouTube and you can't even handle one now. Yep. So they changed the rules. When I first moved here, I would take my YouTube live stream. I would take it out to the range and do some shooting and stuff. And now I can't, you could show them on the live. I can't touch or handle them in any way. So.
We can do videos of it. So that come spring, we'll have to make a lot of videos of us doing it.
Yeah.
They just don't let you do it live anymore.
Yeah. So.
But yeah, we had just the opposite too. We had so many knuckleheads that during COVID bought weapons at 20 to 30% over retail. Oh, God. They got ripped off horribly.
Well, I was telling that story about the guy that called you a liar and stuff, and I had to tell him to get the fuck out of the store.
So they went and bought these weapons, probably using their stimulus checks, couldn't afford it, and all of a sudden they're coming back to reality and they're trying to sell them. And we've had so many people come in. Oh yeah, I paid $600 for this during COVID.
That's a $300
it's only worth $450. And I showed him what the thing cost retail was normally $450. I said, you overpaid for it.
And they get mad at us.
Oh well, you can't give me more than that. I'm like, why would I give you more than what I would pay for it? Because dealer cost was only $375. I wouldn't give you more than $325. Otherwise, I'll just buy a brand new one. Well, I paid $600. Well, that's shame on you.
Yeah, that's
your fault. It's like anything else. Just if you're knowledgeable, educate yourself before you do anything. And if you don't understand it or you don't know what the differences are, just ask. Yeah. I mean, and I tout our business as being very accommodating when it comes to that because I'm passionate about making sure my customers get the right shit, even if they don't buy it from me. I mean, I've had multiple conversations with hundreds of different people on what the differences are between them, what the values are, what's better, what's worse. And just hoping that they come back and buy from me. And if they don't, they don't. Yeah. But I know at the end of the day, I did what was right.
Well, and like during COVID, we also saw so many people who ran out and bought firearms, didn't know anything about them, just because everybody was scared at the time. And this girl came in and she's like, yeah, I want to get a different gun because I bought this one somewhere else and I just don't like it. I don't even know how to load it. I'm like, that's weird. She hands me this tiny box. And she had gone into the store saying she was looking for a concealed carry. They sold her a Derringer, which if you're not aware, like Google it. Google what a Derringer is.
22 to top it off.
It was like a 22 Derringer. Those are those teeny tiny little purse guns that you would like see little old ladies tucking into their purses. There's also, to load it, you have to take the cylinder out of it. It's really weird. So it's not like a quick thing to load. Also, the triggers are horrible. They are so hard. And I was like, he sold you this as a concealed carry?
Funny, those guns were designed back in the day when women weren't allowed to protect themselves. So they would get them and then tuck them in their garters or whatever. Yeah. So you can just imagine how small they are.
They're literally this big. But they're honestly, they only sell them now as just collectors. Like it's a novelty thing. They can fire. You can shoot them. They're terrible. Like they're wrist breakers because even a 22 mag. But when you've got that is the size of the firearm, you're taking all of the recoil into your wrist. So it's just wild. So look up what a Derringer is, and they sold her this. And they were just taking advantage of her not knowing anything about firearms. So she paid $500 for this useless Derringer that she didn't know how to operate, didn't know how to use, was scared to use. And I was like, honey, you got ripped off. And I was like, and honestly, I'm not going to give you much for it. So if you trade it in here, I'm not giving you much because I don't even want it. We don't sell these things. Nobody wants these things. The only people that do want them are people that just want to add to their Derringer collection. I think we gave her $200 for it. She just wanted to be rid of it. I told her, I was like, you're going to lose your shirt on this deal because I don't even want this gun. I was like, you would be better off trying to sell it on your own and get more out of it. I'll buy it from you, but I don't want it, so I'm not going to give you much. And it did take forever to sell that fucking thing. But she sold it to us. and I sold her an actual concealed carry firearm, like, you know, like a Ruger,
like
LC9,
EC9.
EC9, something like that, or like maybe like those like CPXs, whatever. But like something she can actually use. But you have to be careful when you're shopping for firearms, because sometimes you'll get a salesperson who works on commission who probably has something in their case that they can't fucking get rid of, and they're gonna go after the people that don't know anything, that didn't do any research, and they're gonna sell you that piece of crap that you can't
They'll
use.
sell you what they want, not what you need.
Exactly.
So we were always the opposite. First thing people would come in, if they're new at it, we start asking questions. Experience level, how much you're going to practice. Have you know, what's the ultimate intended purpose? You're going to carry it, going to be in the house. Find to narrow it down, and we make sure we got them the right weapon for the right application. Because we're not going to sell someone a 12 gauge shotgun when they want to, you know, conceal carry it. I mean, that's, I know, extreme scenario, but we always made sure we got the right weapon for the right person. And it more came down to experience level too, because some of them are a little bit more challenging to operate than others.
Yeah, like a Derringer.
Derringer.
I don't even want to fucking operate that thing.
If you have to reload it in a hurry.
Oh my gosh, yeah. I would not. That would not be my go-to. If I have an option,
Throw it at
I'm
them.
gonna throw the Derringer at them and then grab something else.
Grab a bat.
Yeah.
Bullet, you were just outside.
I let him out.
You guys are tortured.
He's got old man bladder.
I know what you mean.
No, that's why. Do you like guys? It's okay if you want to see my husband, but you're not taking him from me. Sorry.
What?
He's the one that's been trolling.
Oh.
He's like, put the dude on camera. Probably because he wants to see them sweet cakes. Oh yeah, look at him.
Someone saw my cakes yesterday in the mirror.
Oh yeah.
Come on, pal.
Cakes. All right, guys. Well, we didn't hit our goal, but that's okay. I'm gonna hop off here for now. I'll be on TikTok later, probably doing some painting. If you guys want to jump over there, not right now, but later this afternoon, this evening, I'll be on TikTok if you want to go live with me then. But thank you guys for joining me. It was nice chatting. And it was nice going for a walk. I think we're gonna get walks in this week because we have highs in the 30s. So I'm pretty happy about that. You too, Shelby. You too, Gail. Thank you so much. You guys have a great day. I'll see you soon. If you're new here, take a moment to subscribe to this channel. You can become a member to this channel by hitting that membership tab. There's 3 levels of membership. You can be an off-grid yuppie, a hot pocket, or a member of the Viper Pit. I appreciate you guys supporting this live, and I go live every day, 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, so you can join us. And I hear Chris yelling at Barrett. Oh, God. All right. Have a great day, guys. Bye.